Is that a dab pen? What is that? The Benjamin? He said the Benjamin.
It's the Benjamin.
Hello, Greaseballs, and welcome to The Grease, where we will overanalyze this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Part 2, the finale. We're ready to go.
For our favorite thing ever, a finale.
Yes, I physically cringe anytime I have to rewatch a finale. I don't know why, I just hate it.
I think a lot of it is because of like the whole theme of Rue always trying to have these emotional moments that are a little bit forced at this point. I'm too autistic for that to be comfortable around it.
Last week,
We had Hannah winning, sending Scarlett home right before the finale. And we do later find out that Tia also chose Scarlett's lipstick. So it was the end for her, no matter what.
And she was having her delusional moment thinking she should have stayed over somebody else. But Hannah was taking the track record into consideration and sent Scarlett home. And in a normal season, I do think this is the best point to go home, right before the finale, because everybody's going to think you were robbed. And, then you're going to get the call back for an all-stars season if people like you. In this situation, it's probably not the time you want to go home.
No, especially for a versus the world, which seems to be a little bit of a smaller scale in terms of like scope of fans and viewers. You kind of want to stick around the whole time with only 8 episodes.
Scarlett is back already for the reunion. We are jumping right into it.
First up, for our returning runway finale looks, we have, the reunion finale looks, not the runways, the reunion finale looks. We're starting off with Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha, and holy crap. Okay, what did you think? What did you think?
I think she looks amazing. Her mug is beat. I love the wig. I love she does a lot of kind of nods to like horror movies in her drag, which I really love. I think this is great. I have Arantxa in All Right Mama.
Yeah, this was to me was like bittersweet because I was like, God damn it. Why did we only get 2 episodes with her? She clearly has like all of these things that she had brought that looked really good. Like I want to see so much more from her. I also have her in All Right Mama this week.
Next up, we have Charissa May.
So I do not really mind this look with Charissa. I like the wig, to be honest. I like how it's like that big cascading moment. It's like a big kind of weird shape thing. I don't know, like, I'm not like here nor there on the dress. I think she looks good compared to a lot of the other looks that she's had. I have Charissa, I have Charissa and Cut Your Wigs Up.
I really like this wig. I love the kind of like metal ponytail holder. And we don't see this kind of look from her very often.
Yeah.
I do agree that the bottom half, as in the whole dress and garment, is not super exciting. So for that, I did also have to put her in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Up next, we have Gothy Kendall.
I thought Gothy looked gorgeous. I mean, she is always giving a snatched silhouette, stamped face on the runway. It was a little bit boring, but it was saved by that big old boa that she brought. And I like that the boa almost kind of matches the hair color. I thought it was really cute. I have her in All Right Mama.
Okay, so this is interesting then, because like, look, I don't know, maybe it's the picture. Looking at the boa, that's the detractor for me.
Really?
Like, it looks like, I don't know, I feel like it needs to be filled out or something. I don't know about it. I still think she looks great. I do love her look. Her silhouettes are great. She looks great in the face every time. I have her in But Is It Fashion?
I don't like to discriminate against any type of feather unless it's really, really shitty looking.
Fair.
Because I don't think we need to be only doing ostrich feathers for looks. Because I feel like, I mean, What do they do with the ostrich? Like, how do we get the feathers? How are those harvested? Like,
Listen, I
is it
literally just
sustainable? I need to
I
know.
just had this conversation and Austin told me that
Oh
no,
no.
like they don't grow back, like you don't they're dead.
So we're plucking ostriches bald. I don't know if I can deal with that. Well, moving past that disaster, we have Hannah. Oh, yes, Hanaconda.
I really like this. I think she looks very neat, very tidy, very put together. I am just like her mug this season has really, really surprised me. Like it's very striking and very, very polished. I have Hanta Kanta in But Is It Fashion this week.
What I really liked about this is she brought a different silhouette. She didn't bring like a full on evening gown, whereas everybody else is wearing a floor length gown. So it is kind of separating her apart. And she's also the only person that wore pink.
Yeah.
So I think that really worked well for her. She looks gorgeous. She's stamped. All right, mama.
Up next, we have John Burr's Blonde in this kind of like velour, velvety, what is that, periwinkle blue number?
Yes.
Um, it's a little wrinkly in certain spots, and I think that if this is supposed to be a nude illusion, it doesn't match her skin color. Um, it's not bad though. Like her like overall, it's okay. I like the silhouette. I've got her in, but is it fashion?
I really love this periwinkle color overall in general on anybody. I think it's gorgeous. Um, when she came out is when we started seeing the storyline of everybody's wearing black or everybody's wearing light blue,
Yes.
which I thought was hilarious. Like so many people wore like the same color to
Yes.
this reunion. I would have been getting ready backstage like, God damn it.
Like fuck.
Um, I think she looks great though. I'm not really bothered by the fabric. I think it's, it doesn't have like a huge wow factor to it, but it is still gorge. And but is it fashion? After Johnbers, we have the return of Keita Minaj.
I was kind of underwhelmed by this look. I do like the hand thing, like holding something there, but I like it better for something else. I'm not mad about like the color of the wig. It just looks like a Halloween wig to me. I don't mind the rest of it. I kind of like the kind of like manly or like masculine body that she's got going on with like the bodice part. I didn't hate the look. I've definitely seen better. I've got her in Cut Your Wigs Up this week.
I wasn't crazy about the wig. Maybe it's just the color combo. I don't know. Something about the look itself wasn't fully exciting me. I wasn't all the way there. I do like the armor piece. I like that she brings a lot of those gender fuckery elements into her drag. And this is kind of a Nucci, but is it fashion? Like at the bottom of the but is it fashion?
Up next, we have the second of our top four, La Grande Dame, in an all red monochromatic number. I really like this a lot. I feel like even in the picture that we're looking at right now, like this is her party and everyone else is there like just to be at her party.
Yeah.
I love that she does this red a lot in her wigs. So it's not necessarily like obviously blonde is her signature, but red is like her secondary choice. I just really like it. I even like the things all down her arms. It's really beautiful. I've got her in All Right Mama this week.
La Grande looks breathtaking in this red. I don't know if this is the same wig that she wore for like the roast, but yeah, she does do this kind of bright, super red. And she looks gorgeous. I mean, her skin looks amazing. The décolletage, the details on the dress are flawless. I have her in Seleana.
Ooh, baby, yes.
Our next finalist is Marina Summers, who is giving us stones.
Oh.
Bitch. She brought the drama in this gown. I also have this in Slayana. I mean,
Bitch.
Marina.
She looks like Miss Philippines. All of the accentuation from the stones is so beautiful. She does look like she's fucking in Miss Universe right now.
Yeah.
Everything is on point. This is my Slayana for the week all the way. She's killing it. Killing us all the way to the end. Next up, we have Mayhem Miller.
Uh, I really wanted to like this look because I was such a Miller stan in her first season. And I especially loved this glove look, this, that it's referencing. But it's a little bit like kind of clumsy looking, like it's really heavy looking. And I just think this was not the time to wear this piece. I'm not crazy about it. I've got it in Cut Your Wigs Up.
I feel like, especially at this point for her, like as her third time coming on the show and being on like a UK platform, I don't know why she necessarily chose to redo something that she's done in the past on Drag Race. When, I don't know, maybe she should be focusing more on like presenting herself to a new audience.
Yeah.
I'm also just kind of sick of it. We've seen it already. I also have this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Next up is Scarlet Envy, who is giving us a little bit of Cinderella with the powder blue and blonde hair. I actually really liked this. I thought the hair was beautifully sculpted with the old Hollywood waves. She looks gorgeous here. I have her in All Right Mama.
Yeah, 100% agree. Who did her makeup this week? Because I want to know. Or maybe she was just that fucking crazed from the competition. Like, she could never do her makeup in time.
Yeah.
But bitch looks so good this week. And I think this is like contained within one season glow up, because she had that other stupid Cinderella looking look.
Yeah.
That it was so ugly, and she had that like ugly shaved back. This is so good compared to that. It made me want to spray my shorts. I've got her in All Right Mama this week. And lastly, we have Miss Tia Coffee. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's just like boring. For a finalist, I think I would want something with a little more eleganzers to it. I have this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Yeah, I feel like Scarlett does this look better right in front of her, like on the main stage. I don't know, like you said, yeah, it's just kind of boring. Like the colors compared to Jonbers even and Scarlett it's dull.
Yeah.
It's the dullest of the three colors. And you're right, she's a finalist. I got this in Cut Your Wigs Up.
All right, let me pull up my notes.
My notes.
My notes.
Let me pull up my notes.
Oi.
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 So what did you think of the reunion, the tea? How were you feeling about it?
I thought it was interesting how like angry Jonbers was. But I thought it was hilarious how quickly it got kind of squashed, and Tia was like, "Well, I had your lipstick too, bitch."
Yeah, that was crazy. Off the bat, Scarlet, Mayhem, and Jonbers all just had like a weird vibe. Everybody seemed like kind of angry.
Yeah.
Scarlet especially, because I mean that shit was fresh for her.
Yeah, I kind of understand
the betrayal.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like at that point, like I was just saying earlier, like it is kind of a toss up at that top 5 point anyways, because like you could all be good enough to do something in the finale. So it was just basically like that. I get why Scarlett was a little bit angry, but like,
yeah,
she was like, "Hannah, you did it on purpose because you're a bad girl."
You're a bad girl, Hannah.
That being said, I think Hannah handled it really well, being just like, "Sorry, girl."
When Keita was saying that she like thought she did very badly on the season, that broke my heart, because maybe she didn't do great in the challenges, but she brought like some of my favorite runways to this season.
Yeah.
And I love her so much. I really hope that she does see some more success off the back of this run on UK versus the world.
I agree. She's a sweetie. And also, I fucking died laughing at her joke about Tia meaning stroke in Dutch.
Yes.
She was like,
Well, it is actually also in English. A TIA.
oh my god, yeah. And then she was just like, wish you had one when you picked my lipstick.
Wish you had one.
That was hilarious, dude. And then I feel like she didn't say another word.
Well, okay, and then Mayhem does disappear at some point. Did you
Wait.
notice that?
No.
It's after the reunion. Like, she just disappears from the runway. She's, like, not watching the lip syncs.
Really? I missed that.
I think that COVID just got her ass, bro. I think she had to, like, go lay down and have a nap or something.
COVID got her ass.
Miss Congeniality, as voted by the queens, is Arancha Castilla-La Mancha.
Yay! I was so happy when that happened. And she seemed so genuinely, like, ecstatic when she found out, too. I was so sweet.
Yes, I'm so happy for her. She also has a podcast out right now, her and Teresa are doing, which desperately makes me wish I spoke Spanish, because I would love to hear them.
I've seen them both on TikTok, and they are funny together, so hopefully they put out some stuff.
Sar.
She's a fucking R.
All right. We will be greasing and grossing the runway looks of all of our departed contestants. And the theme is probably just finale elegancers.
I think so. It usually is like
Yeah.
best drag or finale eleganza or something
Like that.
Something queer.
We will start off with the judges in the order that I put them on this list. Which means first up we have RuPaul, who is giving us some goddess of absinthe, cream de menthe, Grecian with the red hair.
Yes.
This is a Grease. I love this look. She got her fucking legs out too, bitch.
Yeah, yes. I love the wig so much. It looks like it's like blowing in the wind. She looks like Storm, but the autumn version of Storm.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're right.
I love it, love it. Super Grease on this one too. And next up, we have Graham. I read a Reddit post that was like, I'm so annoyed that people call him Graham and not Graham. So I'm like, oh Graham Norton.
Graham.
In his little, I don't know, is that a tropical flower? Some kind of bright springy flower blazer. I really like this. He looks like a little popsicle. Grease.
Yeah, he's kind of got like a Florida gay vibe going on, or like Palm Springs. You know, he is ready to go drink a Mai Tai by the pool. I'm just going to reach this because this is the finale and we're wearing...
We're wearing this. What? Why are we at drag brunch?
Next up, we have Alan Carr, who is wearing this like embellished blazer that I love. I'm gonna grease it a little, like just a little speck of grease.
A little greasy speck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess it's probably better than Graham's, to be honest. It's more finale. I'm gonna grease it.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Miss Sale. And honestly, I fucking love her hair this episode. She looks so beautiful. I'm not like crazy about it, but I'm still gonna grease everything. Overall, she looks great.
She had those rollers in, bitch. She is looking like a real Italian from Jersey with the hair. I love it. She looks beautiful. The dress isn't like, show-stopping, but it is a great one. Moving right along to the queens, we have Arancha Castilla-La Mancha.
I love this. And I think, I've said this like 3 times already. I wish that we could have had more of her. I know that it's like the Marie Antoinette situation, sort of, but I feel like this is a little bit far enough away from that it's not like the same thing that we have been seeing. I do think she looks good for Arancha and what we think of when we think of Arancha from her first season. I'm greasing
this shows much growth as far as like taste level and as far as like what we know of her when we think of a runway from Arancha. The only thing I don't like about it is, and maybe I just don't get it, is I don't like the like ties in the bell bottoms.
I get that.
I think it was like one too many elements. If it had just been the like plaid, I think that would have been better. But it's still Grease. I like this.
Next up, we have Choriza May. Go ahead.
Mm, I kind of like the skirt, but the hair is just like weird. I'm not crazy about it. I'll just nooch it.
Yeah, I hate the hair. I really, really don't like the hair in any capacity. The dress in a normal situation is fine. I think it's very passable for a runway, but I'm like, if this is what she really was gonna wear for the finale, then I'm like, ugh. But then sometimes I wonder, do they just swap things out last minute just to have that on the back burner for something else? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if she would have come out on the finale, had she earned her place there and this was what she was wearing, I would have been disappointed. I'm getting gross.
Next up, we have Gothy Kendall.
I feel like Gothy looks like so relieved being here. She's like, well, I've already lost, so I can just walk on the runway.
Oh my god.
And I feel like, again, she was like a little bit less stiff than like from back when she did the stupid like scarecrow thing.
The scarecrow?
I do like this. I like that she did like the white hair. She's always stunning. I really enjoyed this one. I'm gonna keep saying.
Yeah, it's cute. She really is the like queen of the corset, queen of lingerie. I like that she's kind of wearing mint, because Sminty is her daughter, and in my mind that's like a nod to her drag family. I think she looks great. It's a Grease.
She's a Grease baby. Next up, we have John Burr's Blonde.
I actually love this. I think you can see the LaCroix influence because apparently that's like her favorite designer. I think the makeup gives a little bit of like clown tue, which I don't know if that's intentional, but I do like it because I think it kind of goes with the outfit overall. Yeah, I agree.
I'm not like that optimistic about it. I don't know. I kind of wish that the pink part, like the part that's hanging down and the part that's like over her shoulder, I just kind of wish it was gone. And then it was just like this kind of like really sickening, like nipped in big shouldered thing with poof. I don't know. I'm going to nooch this because I'm not moved.
Next up is Kate Minaj giving us some queen of boners.
I fucking love this. I think she looks amazing. This is something that I'm like, okay, finale worthy. This looks like this is very meticulously done. It's like bridal but lingerie, but also like gonna stab you. I love this, and yeah, super Grease.
I wonder almost if this was like part of her take me up the aisle look.
It could have very well.
Really bridal.
Yes.
But yeah, I like that it has, she always has the kind of like sharp and beauteous, edgy and soft elements to her looks. I like that she really mixes those kind of things. Yeah, Grease. This is what I expect to see from Keita.
Up next, we have Mayhem Miller giving us Goddess.
Imagine if this is what Mayhem wore, like, for her entrance. If this was the energy that Mayhem would have brought.
Dude.
Stunning. Yeah, this is like, oh my god. This is the, like, queen of the world right here. Grease, obviously.
I feel like if things were to click for Mayhem, she would be a fucking juggernaut. Like, if things drag race wise could just click for her, and maybe that's the reason she's been brought back so many times, is because they're like, okay, maybe this season is going to be different, and she's going to just be like on top of everything, and she's going to fucking steamroll. Because these looks are like, to me, say that she's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
This is like amazing. This is top tier drag in my opinion. This is a Grease Slayana Dupree St. James.
Moving right along here to Scarlet Envy and moving right past it, Gross.
Agreed. Bye. For the next one. Okay, no, to be fair, I just the wig I really, really, really disliked. I really disliked
Yes,
the wig.
it's the wig for me.
The wig. And then so the dress, I like the idea of it. It almost kind of reminds me of like what LGD did earlier in the design challenge, like a little
Oh yeah,
bit. Like a little bit. Like it's just I feel like it's pinned in the wrong spots. Like it gives her the wrong shape.
shape.
Like the idea, I totally get where she was going, but the wig was a huge miss, and just it's giving me Ariel tied up in a sail after she got her legs and washed up on shore.
It's giving me like if you have coffee with milk in it and then it gets a skin on the top of it and then you like pull the skin out of your coffee is what the color of this dress is giving me. And you're right, it is pinned in the wrong spot. It needs to be like right at the tippy top of her hip because it makes she almost has like this nice hourglass and then it gets her hips look narrower because of where that tie is. It's just
Yeah.
it's not well shaped. And I can't deal with the wig.
For the beginning of our top four, we have Hannah Conder.
Tanner.
Hannah Conder. I think it's a very polished look. I think she's put together and everything is great. I just didn't fucking like it. I didn't like the color, the pattern. I just am like, come on, do something different. Oh, sorry. Mute.
I will grease this. I like how colorful it is. I could see what you're saying about the pattern. It gives me kind of like 80s kind of Fraggle Rock meets like Labyrinth. I like it. All right, moving on to Dada, aka La Grande Dame, who is giving us chicken wire realness. I do like this and think it's a grease, but something about the way it's constructed I wish was a little bit different. It kind of looks like the way that the wire or whatever that is kind of just tacked on to the edges and not incorporated more fully with the dress. But she looks stunning and amazing and beautiful.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I feel like maybe this is just a moment that I am too ignorant to understand. That's the vibe I get. I just it kind of looks a little artsy crafty to me. I wasn't sure what it was supposed to look like, I guess is the thing. And I agree with you in that I feel like maybe it suffered a bit from just being like kind of on the seams on the sides.
Yeah.
But you know, she looked amazing and I'm still greasing it no matter what anybody says. Up next we have Marinta Summers.
This is amazing. I love a chin strap headpiece like that. And she's bringing her, wave water storyline that she's had going, I mean, all season at this point. She's got her pussy out and it is on fire. It's frothing. Grease.
Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is how you do like an around the face thing and don't look like you're struggling for your life to pop out of it. The literal sea is coming out of her pussy. Like,
yeah,
come on. It's pouring out of her. She's got seashell boobies. It looks so... This looks like kind of like the Pokemon evolution of the design challenge look that she did.
Yeah.
This is just
you're right.
stunning, dude. I love this. Grease Leona, amazing. Kill me. Boom, 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 boom.
Finally, we have Tia Coffee.
It's okay, but I don't see this as a finale eleganza. I see this as like some other runway that you had to pull out for the season. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look bad though. Like, it's supposed to be like this recreation of her ugly dress that she did, which she's just like obsessed with at this point. And it doesn't look bad. It's definitely an improvement on that. But I don't know. I'm nooching it. I'm not going to give it a grease.
I really like the corset part. I like the drop, longer waist corset. That looks really, really gorgeous. The problem that I have with it is the other part of the bottom of the skirt. It looks like fake grass. It looks like turf,
Yeah.
like for a golf course.
Oscar
And
the
when it
Grouch.
was moving down the runway, it was like really heavy too. And if that had been feathers with the same effect or something, like more of a showgirl kind of a look or something, like that would have been sickening. I will also nooch this.
Fucking feathers. How many fucking chickens do we have to fucking
How
kill?
many green ostriches need to die?
How many fucking ostriches? You're a monster.
The lip sync slap off.
The lip sync slap off is about to begin.
What are your thoughts and feelings and prayers about the lip sync slap off?
Okay, so I don't know. I don't want to sound like one of those girls. I just wish, and this is where I'll leave it. I just wish that the lip syncs were like shown in full split screen entirety, and that we got to see that, and that it was more weighted, as they seem to make it us believe that it is.
Our first lip sync ends up being Marina versus Hannah to I'm Out of Love by Anastasia. And can we acknowledge the fact that they don't pick the song? They pick a box
Yeah.
that they don't see.
They act like they're given an advantage by picking which box, but it's like they probably know both songs either way, but like it's just a chance thing.
The first time I saw this lip sync, I was like, show me the uncut version. This is rigged. I can't believe this show. And like I was devastated.
Yeah.
Right at the end of this lip sync. Watching it back, I still stand by that there was some riggery here, right? Because we're not seeing the full thing. And there are a lot of moments in the song where I'm hearing the music and I'm hearing the buildup and I'm like, oh, this is where Marina's going to pop off. And it's just showing Hannah. And who knows what she was doing there. I will say it could be argued that borderline Marina was doing too much, okay? Because Rue loves camp and funny. And that is all I really have to say. In fact, I disagree very, very much with the results of this lip sync. And this is why I don't necessarily like Versus the World so much. Because I think everybody and their mom and their dad and their homophobic uncle will agree that Marina Summers deserved to win this season. And it did not feel rewarding as a viewer to see what happened.
It was, I don't know. It was definitely an interesting amalgamation of events. Just watching the lip sync itself was a little bit jarring because it was very different almost than I watch so many fucking lip syncs. They're like ingrained in my brain. The flow of them, how they all go from early seasons to later seasons even. Like, this was a very out of rhythm lip sync.
And why were they showing like the judges' reactions
yes,
so much?
They were showing the judges a lot more even. And it was like, man. And then you could even see points where it was like, Marina was doing something. She was doing something that was like probably really gaggy. Now, I will say that I do think that Hannah was very comfortable in the lip sync. She didn't seem at all like she was like desperate at any point. She was, when she had her shtick going with the microphone, and that wig bitch was amazing. I loved Hannah's wig. It broke my soul. It broke my heart to watch it happen. God, but yeah, I mean, I guess silver lining, RuPaul did the Marina.
Yes. And that was amazing.
Yeah, RuPaul did the Marina, told her she was born to do drag pretty much twice, and she didn't win the lip sync, she didn't win the crown, and it's sad, but it's also just a game, I suppose.
She took it really well.
She did. She was very gracious.
But I was like in disbelief. I was in shock. I was literally like turned to my partner and was like, there has to be a loser's bracket now, right? Because she's not done. Like, that's not it. That's not my French vanilla fantasy.
I know, dude. It was hard to understand.
It was. And I just, if it was a production riggery moment, I'm confused what the outcome, why. I'm just confused. I'm in shock. I'm devastated. I want a refund.
I want a refund right now.
I want to talk to the manager. I'm not okay.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the other silver lining is that I pray to God we get Marina on a future like full flagship season All Stars. Like Jimbo,
Yeah.
please.
So Hannah wins, moving on.
Hannah wins, moving on. Round 2 is Tia versus La Grande Dame to Boogie Tonight by Booty Love.
Yes.
So here's my thing. LGD won the reveal off. For sure. Like,
Yeah.
her reveal was much more interesting to me than Tia's reveal. The little UN thing, though.
Yeah, what was that about?
Oh, bitch. Okay, so remember in Tia's original season, she was like, my name's Tia, as in Tia and Tamara, and coffee, as in, like, United Nations so-and-so, blah, 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 coffee.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So she had the UN thing. It was like a low-key, like, self-referential moment. Which was funny if you think about it later, but I don't know. I don't know. There's two different styles going on here in this lip sync. Like,
very, yeah.
Like, Tia is doing, like, a very UK, like, campy kind of performance. She's not necessarily, like, she's lip syncing the words, but she's just kind of, like, running around and, like, not really dancing. Whereas LGD is, like, dancing, and she's kind of giving a little bit of drama with all the feathers.
Oh my god.
I thought it was entertaining. Yeah, what did you think?
I am gonna go on record and say that I don't care if 100 ostriches died and are living bald in Australia or wherever we get ostriches from to make Dagon Dam's garment.
Yes.
I'm mesmerized by the way that it moved on the runway. It was just like, this is the sexiest Muppet I've ever seen. I'm confused sexually. It awakened something in me that can't ever be turned off.
There we go.
It broke me inside, and it was so beautiful. And then Tia was there in her UN.
Then Tia was there.
I was like, why is she? I was just like, what, is that the UN logo? Like, what am I looking at? I did not get it. But I do think that Tia did really camp the hell out of the lip sync. It was very, entertaining to watch both of them. And I could have seen it going either way.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Tia wins the lip sync.
Tia wins, of course.
I do not think this is the last we will see of La Grande Dame either.
I hope not. I really hope not. I love her. And I think she just needs to take a little bit more time in English lessons.
Yeah.
She'll be ready to go.
We have our final lip sync slap off of Hanaconda versus Tia Coffee to Your Disco Needs You by Kylie Minogue, which is like one of my favorite Kylie Minogue songs.
Dude, okay, so I missed the Kylie Minogue boat in my little gay journey in life. And I had never heard this song, but it's really good.
It's so like funny.
It's silly.
I think this was one of the most like fun lip syncs I have ever seen. Equal parts of like just Tia being awkward as fuck and doing her weird ass lip sync style, and then Hannah is just like killing it, and she I think excels a lot when it's like a disco type song. She's very comfortable in that genre. But I thought the way that they interacted together was just like so heartwarming and brilliant to watch. Like, regardless of how either of them did, it was an amazing show.
And I felt like it was like, this is the type of lip sync we're supposed to be seeing on UK.
Yes.
Or like UK versus the world, obviously. But like, it was really entertaining. And it was like obvious that they had some pre-planned bits for like entertainment value, which sometimes can come off stupid, like with Sugar and Spice, but I thought it was like you said, it was like endearing, and I was like, oh, This is so cute and campy. The beer bottle situation like was really cute, and I'll admit I did think that Hanaconda's wig was gonna be like a reveal at some point, because her head looked like she was a newborn baby, bitch. She looked like she had a touch of the Zika virus.
Oh my, it touches the Zika.
Yeah. But so that was a little bit weird, but it was entertaining, camp and fun for sure.
And then Tia wins.
And then we forgot Blue gagging about the 50,000 pound prize. She thought it was a joke, funny. Bitch. That was so hilarious. I bet she's pissed.
Blue is still so fucking awkward.
Tia wins. Which, honestly, she had a winning track record. So,
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I am okay with it.
yeah, if it wasn't
I
going to be
am
Marina.
fine
If...
inside. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong.
No, there's no problems. But, like, on the real, though, there's no reason to send any hate to any queens. It's fucking stupid. This is a game. We all have our favorites. We want it all. Everybody wanted Marina to win. Tia won. Fine, whatever. She won. Good job, queen.
Yeah, I mean, she had a great track record. At that point, anybody could have won.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way the cookie crumbled. We have made it through another season of RuPaul's Drag Race and another season of The Grease.
Yes.
We'll be leaving you shortly. But it's not all sadness today. We have to award our best hair, best mug, and best dressed of this finale episode. Joshita, who do you have for best hair?
This week for best hair, I actually have Dada. I loved the wig and like the encrusted kind of like hair look. And especially because I didn't super live for the dress, I thought it kind of like really stood out to me. So I have Dada this week.
I also have Dada in her finale eleganzers for her little like gem encrusted mustache hair
Yes.
that she's got. I love that.
Okay, for best mug, who do you have?
I have Hanaconda in the reunion look.
Okay, I get that. It was very beautiful.
Yes.
This week I actually chose Arancha Castilla-La Mancha in the reunion look because I was just like so in love with that look. I'm like, ah.
Right, which means we have to award our very last best dress of the season. Joshita, who do you have?
So I had a tie. I could not pick this week between one of the obvious choices being Marina Summers. I thought she was beautiful this week with the Pussy Ocean. And I also loved Keita Minaj in the runway look. Her kind of bridal skeletal look was beautiful. I loved it. So I picked both of them this week. I couldn't pick just one. My little gay soul couldn't take it.
We have our first tie, I guess.
Yeah.
For best dress, I have Mayhem Miller.
Yes! Okay.
She looked amazing and she was padded for the gods.
Woo!
We did it.
We did it.
Another season down, bitch.
Down. Yeah, we'll have to like figure out what we're doing next.
We'll see you for the next season. Don't know exactly which one it is, so.
But it will be one.
It will be there.
It will be one.
It will be one.